Everyone, this is your friend SG and this is the 8th video of React interview series where we are covering all the questions related to React that are asked in an interview. In this video, we'll be covering React Context API, what is React Context API and how you can use it. We'll be covering all other stuff in this, okay? So if you haven't watched the previous parts yet where we covered React state and props, components, hooks, lifecycle methods, DOM, virtual DOM and some basic concepts on React, go check out the videos, okay? Link to the videos is in the description. And if you want to get access to this sheet where you can get all the questions and the related video links, then you can find the sheets link in the description as well. Go check that out, okay? So let's begin the video. The first question is, what is Context API in React? Let's understand that. So the React Context API is a way for React app to effectively produce global variables that can be passed around different components. So Context API basically provides some global variables that could be passed around different components. Okay. This is the alternative to prop drilling. So now what is prop drilling? So let's say we have 5 different components and the very first component has some values, has some properties that need to be accessed only by the fifth component. Now in the initial ways, by the default way, what we could have done is we could have passed the value from first component to second as prop, then from second to third, third to fourth, and then from fourth to fifth, and then fifth could have accessed that. But by passing these values, we are occupying unnecessary space and increasing the code base only. But there is no need of these properties in the second, third, and fourth components. So React Context API overcomes this issue. It overcomes the issue of prop drilling. Okay. And this could be considered as an easier and lighter approach for managing a state by creating global state. So React's context, the Context API could be treated as a way of providing the global state. So the state that could be accessed by all components. What we have seen initially in the previous videos, that state is a value, state are those dynamic values that are accessed by only that component. But using Context API, we can create a global state that could be accessed by all components, okay? In situations where we have global data like currently authenticated user or the theme settings for the application, then we can use the Context API. So let's say that we have some authentication in our application and we want to use the data of the authenticated user in different components. So instead of passing that data to all the components as props, we can create the global state. Now store the authenticated users data in the global state and access that in different components. So this is very easy to use and will reduce the code complexity as well. Otherwise, passing props will increase the complexity and the unnecessary code base. So let's understand this with an example. There are 4 components. Component 1 has a property, let's say count, that needs to be accessed by the component 4. So what we would have done, we would have passed that property from component 1 to component 2, from component 2 to 3, and from 3 to 4, and then used it in the 4. But component 2 and 3 don't use them, so it is just unnecessary usage of space and we are unnecessarily increasing the code base. So what we could have done using Context API, we would create a context, pass the value of that variable from component 1 to the context. Now from here we would export that context and import that context in the component 4. Now inside that component 4 will directly use that value. So using this, we didn't pass the value to component 2 and 3. So component 2 and 3 are free of that particular value. Okay. So now we can directly pass the value from component 1 to component 4 without passing them to component 2 and 3. This is what Component API helps us in doing. So how could you use Context API? To start with the Context API, first thing we need to do is create context using the create context function from React. So create context function is a function that React provides us. So firstly we'll create a context and store the value in a variable. Here we have nodes context. Now this context has 2 React components that are going to be used, provider and a consumer. So we are providing a value. So in order to provide the value, we need a provider and we also need a consumer to consume that value. The value that we have passed, a consumer needs to be there in order to consume that value. Otherwise, there is no need of passing the value if there is no consumer. So the provider component is going to be used to wrap the components that are going to have access to a context. It receives a prop called value. So here in the same component, we created a provider, nodes context.provider. We created this context. So we created a provider for that and passed a prop value. Okay, so this value prop, it will receive the value that we need to actually pass. Okay, and inside this provider, we'll pass all the components that need to access this property, this value. Okay, so let's consider the previous example only. This one, component 1, 2, 3, 4. So in the component 1, we'll create a context and pass component 4 inside the context provider. Okay, so now context 4 will have access to this particular value passed here. Now the consumer component allows a React component to subscribe to the context changes. Now wherever we need to use that particular value, context consumer will come into use. So in the component 4, we'll use from component 1, firstly we'll export this nodes context, and in the component 4 we'll import the nodes context. So in component 4 we'll use nodes context.consumer, and this consumer, it receives a function. It doesn't takes into usage the direct React component, the HTML attributes. So it will receive a function. It uses a function. So it will receive a function with this particular value, okay, as the argument, and then it will return the JSX element. So now inside this JSX we can use this value. So from the parent, we use the provider, and in the child we use the consumer. So now from the parent, instead of passing the values as props, we can directly use the values as global state variables. So this will allow us to use the values in different components without passing them as props to some unnecessarily used components. Okay, so this is what a context API helps us in doing. So this is all about context APIs. If you have any doubts about it, you can ask me in the comments down below. Okay, so stay tuned for the channel for more such amazing content, and this is it. Thank you. Tata, bye bye.